Today is my last day at my job of 6+ years. It's not fully sunk in. It began to sink in a little bit, but I feel like I'm probably gonna feel my feelings today, and I am dreading that moment. But right now we gotta get ready because I literally do not have not even a full hour to be ready and get out of the house. At my job we have this thing where we like exchange time, so I owe this lady like 4 hours, and I'm paying her back today on my last day. She did not want to take my money. She's like, it works out in my time if that's okay with you. And of course I had to be okay with it because I'm like, you already work for me, so it's fine, let's do this. I know I need to hurry. I don't even know. In my mind, I don't think I fully understand that today's my last day. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. You guys are probably gonna see me like decline throughout this video, so bear with me and please watch the whole video because I am gonna be as honest as I can be, and we're just gonna chit chat while I get ready. So right now I'm just gonna rinse and hurry up so I can do a beat on my face as quickly as possible. So let's go. But let me do this off camera because you don't get to see the goodies for free. And as much as I'm trying to hurry, I feel like I have a million things to do before I get out of here. Y eso que no me lavé el pelo hoy, me lo lavé ayer. Thankfully I washed my hair yesterday and not today because the whole drying and trying to fix my hair then would have taken freaking forever. I still need to get my shirts. I'm gonna have to get like a trash bag. Like if I was kicked out of my own house and put in all my work shirts, and I wasn't even able to give a 2 weeks notice, and that's only for the fact that the new position that I accepted did not give me 2 weeks to give. And because it is like a goal of mine to have gotten that job, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna miss out because, you know, the whole 2 week situation. So I still took it, and I try to do like good by like what I had left of time, like for what it's worth. I mean, obviously I'm, you know, like corporate girl, like they're gonna forget about you. You're nobody, you're just a number, whatever. I get it, you know, but for the sake of myself and like my own self and the peers, even like they might like me, not like me, it doesn't matter. I did not want to leave unfinished work that I could have finished just for the sake of being rude, because I'm like, somebody's gonna have to do that work regardless, and let it just be me because they're gonna have to split up my people where I'm at anyways. Okay, so the only hurtful thing about all this is that my boss will not talk to me. And why does that matter to me? Because to a great number, like, and this is probably gonna come to a surprise to a lot of people, like she had a big influence in my career, and honestly she was somebody I looked up to. So getting to basically give my goodbyes and my thank yous and all that stuff, like it was meaningful to me because I don't know, like even though maybe I wasn't her favorite employee or whatever, when I look up to an employer, when I feel that connection or that just that high respect, I feel the need to leave or at least like to communicate my gratitude to that person. But this person is not answering me whatsoever. Today is Sunday, so that person does not work Sundays. And it's crazy because, you know, like I get I'm leaving and everything, but like I've given this place over 6 years of my life. I've given this place the best years of my life, which I mean like my 20s, like the 20s that I'm never going to get back. Yes, working weekends, not having a holiday, like we bank holiday time, but we don't take like Christmas on Christmas. We take Christmas on a random Tuesday, on a random whatever day that nobody else has picked. Because the job I have also goes by seniority, which if you've been there longer, you get to bid for the same day, for the whatever days that you want. And that comes to like everything. That comes to your vacation days, your holiday days that you want to take, because we're allowed to take like 2 holidays every 6 months. But anyways, the point is that I feel like I gave a lot. Like though this place gave me a paycheck, I felt like I put in work. I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't have days that I didn't work or I didn't give it my 100%. But oh my gosh, I gave you literally the best years of my life. Like, if you would have maybe given me like more training, more opportunities of growth, obviously, like, who lives in a situation like that? Like, and unfortunately, I feel like my time had come to an end. Like, I had capped out. Like, I was already in a supervisor position, and honestly, there is no growth from there for me, because again, everybody, like, let me try to put some dirt. Everybody that's been there like longer is gonna basically have like higher chances of becoming like a manager or even a department head, which to my own feelings, I feel like they should just hire out at this point. And imagine waiting another 10 or 15 years in hopes that I get like a higher position or whatever, and like I see my 20s, my 30s pass me, all for them to bypass me. Like, I would be super terrified as a normal human being of being passed. So I'm like, you know, my thoughts would run through like more and more, especially after I finished school, because I'm like, what is the next step? I did not work this hard, working nights, going to online school, making all the changes that I had to make in order for my school stuff to work, just to try to improve myself. You know, like, if my job was not gonna like offer me like more, and I don't mean more pay, I mean more areas of growth, I'm like, I don't think so. Like, it's just the math was not mathing there. So I'm like, as grateful as I am for all the opportunities, I'm like, it is my time to move on. So I just didn't want to risk another like big chunk of my life by like passing me. Like, I'm like, okay, I have been here, everything I've been could have been here, so let me like move on, let me like keep aiming for the stars. So if you're in the same position, I encourage you to start looking and just not give up on yourself, because baby, nobody's coming to save you. It is you against the world. It has to be you that makes a change, as much as that sucks. So oh my gosh, I have like literally maybe like 10 or 15 minutes, and that's pushing it, because girl wants a coffee. Let me get a trash bag, oh my gosh, and let me grab my shirts so I can turn them in. Bro, this is gonna suck. Oh my gosh, I'll be right back. Okay, maybe a trash bag was a little, okay, so maybe a trash bag was a little too dramatic. I got 2 Target bags, so hopefully that is enough. Okay, yes, okay, excuse my closet. My closet needs a little bit of saving, or a lot. Oh my gosh, okay, so I don't even think I'm gonna fold them. 1, 2, 3. Okay, just because I literally want to put at least some skincare on my face. Okay, I got the bag, excuse that. Okay, that. Sometimes I wish I could like check pockets and find like $1 million, but they're my own pockets, and I could just not have $1 million anyways. And honestly, at this point, sometimes I'm like, I'm probably worth more. Never mind. I got them. I have to go find the jackets though, because I have, oh no, I already got one. Oh, and the other one's over there. So we're basically like ready shirt wise. Am I moving out of my job, or am I moving in? Because I feel like I have way too much stuff to be acting like I'm trying to leave. What is this? Okay, so let me be freaking realistic. My time is looking like slim to none. Okay, so let me see what I can try to possibly do. Oh my gosh, this is like so dirty.
Okay, so anyway, besides my little rant, I do want to make it very, very clear that I have been extremely grateful for all the opportunities that my job has given me, because I got to do a lot of amazing things. So one, they opened doors for me, and then two, like, because of my hard work, I felt like I did a lot of amazing things, like help out my city, and that to me means like a lot. And for those that might not know or don't know, I was a 911 dispatcher, and the last 2 years I have been promoted to supervisor. So bitch, I was running a freaking city. Me, I saw a post this morning, I kid you not, that said that the most unserious people be having the most serious jobs. And I could not hold in the laughter, because not that I'm not serious, I know when to be serious, but I felt like it was targeting me. Like, it was so funny. And obviously, like, I'm not the only one in that kind of situation, but I'm like hella relatable to that situation, because I'm like, out of all things, I feel like I have always had all these serious ass jobs, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity, but it never failed to blow my mind. I need to like stop talking and get to my skincare. But I'm trying to kind of let this sit and just seep into my skin. And then I'm trying to top it off with sunscreen. Oh, okay. Oh, why does it feel gooey? I have never enjoyed the feeling of sunscreen. Oh, I'm gonna hurry up really quick, and then I'll jump on the camera in just a bit. Oh my gosh, so I'm finally out of the house. I wish I would have gotten a lash fill before my last day, because I feel like I look bien aseñorada without them. I feel like I look like a grown woman, which I am, but I mean, I don't know how to explain it in English. I just look like older maybe, or I don't know, I look maybe a little bit ill. Not that señoras look ill. I don't know if this makes sense, but if you're a lash girl, I feel like you understand what I'm trying to get to. I'm definitely feeling nervous. I am gonna pull a 12-hour shift overnight. Basically I'm gonna work from 18:30, which is 6:30 p.m. all the way through 6:30 a.m. Which is no issue. It's not my first rodeo. Well, a lot of my friends were out living their best lives, just, you know, being like adult, like a young adult. Like, I was staying out of trouble for sure. I feel like that's one thing that I'm very grateful for, that because I was at work, like, I really did stay out of trouble, but because I was working, I was so hyper focused in like growing in my career, expanding my knowledge in every way possible, and even finishing school, which I have, and everything else I'm still working on. Like, you know, I feel like you never stop learning or growing as a person. But yeah, because let me tell you, baby, when I'm out, I'm a menace. I am the wildest animal out there. When I'm out there, I party so hard, and I don't know if it's because I just never go out, that whenever I do go out, I'm like, agárrense, because if you know, you know, okay? I'm gonna still try to stop for a coffee, and I know that's like pushing my luck. And I'm gonna try to record up to like whenever I get to the gate, because it is a secured area, so I won't be able to record in there because of their like really strict social media rules that they keep coming up with. However, I'm gonna record up to when I, like, right before I get there, so we should be a-okay. But un cafecito first, because how am I gonna get through this shift on 4 hours of sleep? I had the bright idea today, which is, I don't regret it whatsoever, but I got out of work at 6:30 in the morning, and I went to go get my brows done. My brow girl got me in at 7 because she knew that I really wanted my brows done for this, like, for today and just for the coming week. It helps me like be put together and save time. I am a mother of 4, so like wherever I can save time, like I'm gonna shoot to save the time. And like that is one of the things that like it helps. It cuts my makeup routine in half, like the lashes and the brows. So anyways, I got my brows done. I was there from like 7. I was there from like 7 in the morning to like 8:30, and then I went home, picked up my family, and we went to church. Right now, we have been so good about going these past few weekends, so I'm very proud. And then today being like that it was my last day at my 6+ year job, I'm like, I have to go tell God how grateful I am. And even though no one might be celebrating me, I am celebrating myself. Like me going to church and being grateful, I was celebrating with the Lord today, letting him know like we've made it this far. Like I could have let depression get the best of me. I could have let the heartbreaks keep me down and just like not done anything with my life. I chose to push through all the barriers, all the difficulty, the broken friendships, the broken relationships, everything, like you name it. Like I said, hasta aquí, like up to here, like I want better for myself, and I never gave up. And obviously I would have not been able to do it without our God. So to him I'm very grateful. I made it to church. I was there basically from like 9:30 in the morning, and I was out by 11. So that means I made it home around like 11ish, 30ish. And I didn't really fully go to sleep till like 12:30, I guess. And I was up by 4:30. Well, right before 4:30. So that is literally how my sleep schedule was today. This whole week, my sleep schedule has been horrible. I had a funeral to go to, and that was about 2 days long, like the whole like service and like, you know, the burial the next day, and followed by like wedding service. That is one thing I am so good at. Well, I think like my job like shaped me into that. Like when it's time for business, it doesn't matter what, like you push through. Like, and it really helped me build like this high like endurance to getting things done, pushing past like sleep things. I will sleep later, like, and I feel like a lot of first responders get that. Like there's almost like a day out of the week that we dedicated to sleep, and I feel like Monday's gonna be my day. I'm gonna go drop off tomorrow is Monday. Once I drop off my kids at school and daycare, like that's it. I'm gonna go home, take some melatonin, go to sleep. I would have said I'll put up a candle and all that shenanigans, but I don't want to get burnt or die, go down like that. Okay, we're turning in for coffee. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got my coffee. That caramel drizzle. Okay, anyways, I am like the most spoiled person, I kid you not. They gave me my drink for free, and they were like, happy last day, and like it made me feel so good, because I feel like those people, like slowly they were like starting to know me, because there's like the coffee shop like near my job, so they're always super super kind. And like I just love people like that, because it's like they're like happy souls that like pass on happy vibes. Like even like when obviously they don't give you my free coffee all the time, like even like on a random like regular day, they were always so kind. I'm like literally cutting it close to getting to work. Like of course, let me just be late like one last time, why not? But I am nearing work, so I won't see you guys either until break when I'm off. Like I don't think campus, but once I'm out, like
of the limits of my job, or I will see you once I'm completely out of work. I will see you guys later, and I cannot wait to let you guys know how my last day was. I will be taking calls for for 4 hours. It will be my last time taking 911 calls. That's insane. It blows my freaking mind. Okay, but I'll see you guys in a bit. Oh, I'll see you guys later.
Bruh, this video I'm finally trying to complete. It's being filmed like about a week later. Actually, it is literally a week now that I looked at my phone. It is a Sunday. It is Sunday, and I kid you not, my last day was not how I expected at all. Like, mind you, after endless hours of scrolling through TikTok, I should have known better with their whole, like, a job is still a job. They're gonna treat you like this, they're gonna treat you like that. But, bruh, I was not expecting my job to treat me like I was just another number or another employee, like, that hasn't put in, like, her entire life and 6+ years of her life into it with no real like good days off, no weekends off, and over those 6.5 years, as somebody that never had a Christmas, Mother's Day, I never had like a real birthday or had any kind of holiday taken on the actual holiday. My holidays would just be banked. It is so freaking mind blowing that there was no kind of like follow up by management whatsoever. Like, and I mean this very like, I don't even mean to be rude or be ungrateful, because like, baby, like this job, like obviously like put food on the table, but obviously I didn't just go and sit there and not do anything and just like look pretty. Like, I did my fair share of work, so it's not like they were just giving me a handout every single 2 weeks. So my problem, or like my pain, is that I didn't think my job just saw me like another number. Like, even though like everybody always said that, like, hey, like, do not like get all like in your feelings, like ultimately like X, Y, and Z. But oh, and don't mind, my kids are in the back. I have the door literally open, and obviously like it's super see-through. So anyways, oh my gosh. So like literally like my last day, it felt like just another day. I go in there. Like my work best friend took me a Celsius and was like, for your last day, so you can make it out alive, because obviously I was tired or whatever. Like, I even worked the weekend because I'm like, I don't like it, because I am giving such short notice. Like, I literally gave, I understand, like a 4-day notice. Anyways, when I tell you that my feelings were extremely hurt, like I was not kidding. Like, I get it. It was only 4 days and it wasn't the 2 weeks notice. And I get it. They don't know anything to me. But the fact that I had like literally put in so much of my work, like I took my job so freaking serious, like, and for a moment, for a good time, for a few years in my life, I thought I was going to grow old and die there. So I truly believe, and I will never allow that job to change me or to take away my happiness and joy. Like, ultimately, okay, if it makes you feel better that you just completely stopped talking to me and ignored me, or whatever you think um was the right move, like, that's not gonna change me. Like, one, I'm still gonna be grateful. Two, I've moved on to bigger, better things. Like, ultimately, like, I have nothing to be petty about. Like, I'm super happy where I'm at. Like, we're already gonna have a family day. Like, in the over 6 years I worked at my previous job, man, they never took the time to get to know me on a personal level, nor did they take the time to get to know my family. And this is the thing. This is the crazy thing. And I mean crazy thing. Like, I even asked if I could potentially, possibly take my mother. Because for me it meant a lot. Like it was a job that I loved, a job that I had like fully committed myself, showing up every weekend. Like I never had a weekend off. The whole time I worked there, I always worked the weekend. Like it goes by seniority. So if you know seniority, like if you've been there like longer, like you get like to take like the days that you want off. So clearly the holidays, the best holidays go away, the best days off go away. So I even mentioned that I would have liked that I would like my mom to go and see the place because like if you know like we don't come from anything and it's like an honor to like work an honorable job like that or whatever and they're like no I don't think so. So ultimately I guess as many people like to say it is what it is. Um, I will try keyword try not to be like super like I don't want to ever hold that against them. I always want to recommend people to like give it a try just because it's such a rewarding job. Though people yell at you like insanely, almost like on a daily basis. I mean, if you have the heart out to be like a 911 dispatcher, I highly encourage you that you do. And for all legal purposes, I will not be mentioning what city I worked for. I have seen, and I actually follow this girlie on TikTok, and she works for an amazing 911 center. Like, are they even make TikToks with her? When I tell you the jealousy was so up there, I was like, it's not even good jealousy. Like, I really do envy you. Like I'm jealous of you. Like 100 fucking plus %. Like, my job tried to take my job away. When they saw me make a TikTok just expressing how hurt I was about like the tough calls that we take and eating hot Cheetos in there. Though nothing showed, not a screen showed, not a flag in the back showed, but because they recognized the wall, they almost like took my job. I know. It is a good thing that I'm no longer there. I fully believe that. It's just very unfortunate because, bruh, you took I gave you more than 6+ years of my life. I deserve to be upset. Okay, sorry. I had to leave and come back because my camera literally overheated, so I had to stop talking. Anyways, back to what I was saying. The only reason why I chose to honestly share like my honest feedback and put like those little details out there is not to discourage you from applying to that type of job or to even talk specifically bad to my job. Like ultimately it is what it is. But what I do want you to realize that, and I know you guys see it all the time, like I said earlier, that TikTok tells you like HR is HR, like they're only covering ass for themselves for the job, and like your job is just your job. Like a lot of us kill ourselves at jobs where like it takes up like most of our energy. We're willing to go out of our way for most of our jobs, and sometimes we miss out important things. Like I missed out on a lot of things that I don't even want to put out there. And it really does hurt because it makes you realize that a job is a job. I did not get no cake, no cupcakes. I did not get a letter. I didn't even get a text back from my boss. Nor did she show up to say goodbye. I made attempts. No attempts were like answered or no calls were returned. No text messages were returned. Again, like very disappointing, very, I feel unprofessional, very uncalled for. But I, I should have known better the day that my management from my previous job did not show up or was not there for me in any way, shape, or form. The day that I lost my daughter a few years ago, like that should have shown a lot to me. Like I did not get like a basket. I was not one of the employees that they collected money for. Thankfully, like I always found a way. I did miss work a lot because I got very, very sick. I was in and out of the hospital.
I mean, they would follow up sometimes, like, hey, FMLA, hey, when are you coming back? But there was no like, hey, I'm sending you a care basket. Hey, you just put your daughter to rest. Hey, like, you left work to the ER. Like, what can we do for you or your family? Nothing. It's kind of like when a toxic boyfriend treats you like crap and you like look past all the red flags. Like, that was me. I was just so grateful, like coming from nothing, coming from like, like ESL classes as a kid. Like, I just was like, I love what I do. You know, shoot, I got a promotion. I was like running the clubs that I wanted to run there, the community that I wanted to run there. So it really like, I don't know. I was on the more grateful side of things than too much at the time seeing what my job could do for me. Like, as long as they were getting a check, I'm like, good enough. I'll take it. Al baile. No, I couldn't go to the baile because I was working every weekend. But if you've made it this far in this video, like, baby, I love you. You are my best friend forever. You guys keep me going and like encourage me to keep recording, even though sometimes I'm not very consistent. Like, I'm very forever grateful for you guys. If you have not already, please do not forget to like and subscribe. There's more coming. I love you guys.